Unlucky, and we're going to go over some of these Glaciocasm perks that it can get. One thing in my testing here, I've been doing some PvP tests in a private match. I've noticed that accelerated coils and particle repeater, it says that this decreases the impact damage, but it doesn't actually decrease enough to actually lower the damage numbers. So, for example, Mike here, he's going to get shot by it, and you'll notice it does 48s to him. And then if I put on particle repeater, which would essentially increase the impact damage a little bit, like I would have had decreased damage there. And I shoot him again with it. It still does 48, so you can see the numbers there. So it could be a very subtle change, like it could be like rounding up or something like that, but it would almost seem like it's worth it to just use accelerated coils because of that faster charge time. And one of the toughest parts about using the fusion is having to charge it up when a shotgun's rushing you. So accelerated coils, I'm thinking, is a part of this S tier roll on this right now. And then along with that, I haven't gotten a roll yet, or haven't been able to test it yet, but high impact reserves might buff that damage a little bit, because you'll notice, for example, Mike here, or not Mike, but Headshot Panda here actually has 10 resilience. So he's going to have like 200 HP. I'm going to inspect him here. And because he has that high of resilience, it's actually going to say 5, it's going to show 5 bolts. It's going to show 5 48s here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 was right there. Whereas normally, when someone has really low resilience, I'll shoot someone that has really low resilience. Let's see what cut he's at. He's got 100 resilience. So, let's see, someone who's at low resilience right here. Mike is at 40 resilience. Maybe, Mike, can you lower your resilience a little bit? Like, this should work on Mike. So now when I shoot Mike, it'll actually show only 4 numbers, because it will only require 4 bolts to kill him. So it only shows the number of damage numbers that it takes to kill him. Right there, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's a subtle difference, but essentially you couldn't tell it, but it took an extra full bolt of damage to kill Headshot Panda, who's at 100 resilience, than it did to kill Mike, who was at 4 resilience. Because there's 7 bolts in total. I'll shoot the wall here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if they're at low resilience, it'll take 4 bolts to kill them. And if they're at high resilience, it'll take 5 bolts to kill them, unless you possibly have high impact reserves. High impact reserves would make it so that even if you're high resilience, it would take 4 bolts. So basically, the reason why this would be important would be for ease of use, because you want to be able to, you don't want to have to hit them with an extra bolt, especially if they're strafing by, you might miss one of those bolts. So just keep that in mind. I'm going to do some more testing, and we shall see if high impact reserves actually increases that damage number up from 48 to 49 or 50 perhaps. So I got a guy to join up on me. We got Crime Master Go-Go. Shout out to him. He has the high impact reserves, and he's shooting people, and he's getting like 50s to proc with it. So that's really impressive. Really, really impressive that it does give you a solid buff of damage, so you can actually kill people with 4 bolts. There's 7 bolts total. 4 bolts will kill anyone of any resilience with high impact reserves. So that's definitely the god roll. You definitely want to have accelerated coils so that way you get faster charge time. It says it decreases impact damage, but it doesn't, as far as I can tell. And high impact reserves, that would be insane. Healing Wind is amazing. I have that perk on this. Surplus, and then Under Pressure were also really good options too. And that concluded my PvP test from today on the Glaciocasm. Hopefully you found these results helpful in your decision-making process to find the god roll Glaciocasm. Make sure to subscribe with notifications on, and I'll see you in the next video. Later.